Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here at the CPA conference with Albert. Albert, you are part of the Rouse group here and fundamentally this has been a fantastic conference. Lots of people talking about data, lots of big challenges that people face right now. And a lot of people were talking to me about their fleet. You know, the fleet utilization, but also the value of those assets and how they're going to move those forward as investment cycles change and as the industry demands change for different types of things. What does Rouse do? No, because I know there's a lot of information there, but there's also a lot of information here in the dashboard. And now you've been in the UK for a while, collecting a lot of this information, haven't you, about the whole industry?
That's right. So through our Rental Insights platform, we provide a rate and utilization benchmarking service.
Yep.
With the companies we work with here in the UK, since we've launched earlier this year, we've added up to 30, 35 plus companies. So we aggregate and anonymize data from these companies to produce local market benchmarks for rate and utilization. So that way, hire companies can understand what's happening to price for each product they rent in their local market. How does that compare to their competitors? How is that changing over time?
And so, for example, we've seen a change in the housing sector, which obviously sees a change in demand for something like a telehandler. Right. You know, so if I'm looking at my fleet of telehandlers and saying, how am I going to rate those to get out in the marketplace? I can now see that kind of data normalized so that fundamentally we can see what the prices are, and I can then look at how I can structure my rental rates, can't I? So I can move my equipment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So for each product type of telehandler in your fleet, what will play back to you is the range of rates that the industry was able to achieve based on the hire contract data we've collected from Rouse participants. So that lets you understand what are real customers actually paying for a 17-meter telehandler, or whatever the product is, in my local market.
And the other thing is, you know, if I've got a fleet of telehandlers and I can see the rental demand changing, obviously I want to know how much they're worth, and sometimes what I should do to actually push some of that fleet out of my fleet altogether and move it on and realize that asset value. That's important, and that changes all the time as well, doesn't it? To the value that people are prepared to pay for machines. That's another element that you concentrate on.
Absolutely, yeah. We recognize the importance of being able to use real market data to understand not just rate and utilization, but the value of your machines depending on the channel of sale, right? You're going to recover differently if you sell to a rent user versus to a broker or wholesaler versus auction. So just like we do with rental rate and utilization, we collect real equipment sale transactions, aggregate those, and use that to value machines. So we can give you a value, a bespoke value based on the meter, the specific configuration of your machine, based on the industry data that we've collected.
So folks, there's a lot going on here, a lot of data, too much information coming in, but the thing about that is it's all in a dashboard. And we can drill down to all of that data, folks, with the dashboard and the information in the relevant context, so we can make real decisions through data insights that are very, very powerful for the future of your rental business. Cheers.
Cheers, Peter. Thank you.